a scruffy looking nerf herder, a walking carpet, a cake loving gambler, and everyone's favourite modified YT-1300 Carillion Light Freighter. That's right, here is my spoiler free movie review for Solo, the Star Wars story. What's up, dudes and dudettes, all you awesome people? Heathen here, and welcome to my spoiler-free review for Solo, a Star Wars movie. Why so late? This was released on the 25th of May. I know, I saw it on the opening day as well, I just didn't get around to doing my review. And I was debating whether or not to do a review, but I decided, no, I'm going to do a review. I saw the movie, I'm going to do a review. So, let me give you a little bit of background to me and Star Wars. Clearly I'm a Star Wars fan, so I can be slightly biased on my reviews, I'm sure. Now, I have seen every single Star Wars movie on the big screen from episode 1. That's right, I'm not old enough to have seen episodes 4 to 6. For those of you who are like, seen episode 1 but not 4 to 6. Star Wars was released in a weird fashion. They episode 4 to 6 first, and then episode 1 to 3 afterwards. Most people know this. I'm pretty certain anyone watching reviews are going to know that. I'm not old enough to have seen 4 to 6 in the movies. I wish I did. I absolutely love their movies, and I wish I did see them in the big theatre, but I'm not old enough for that. Now, let me tell you, this is the first Star Wars movie that I have gone to see with such a mixed bag of emotions before I went to see it. I mean, it was a mixture of nerves, skepticism, excitement, apprehension. I didn't sleep very well for a few nights beforehand, and let me just tell you, there's a few reasons for that. And let's go through the reasons. There's about 2 or 3 reasons. One of the main reasons, Han Solo. One of my favourite childhood heroes. Absolutely love Han Solo in the Star Wars movies.
I know.
And it's made me excited to see him on the screen again. I was like, oh, Han Solo, oh, this is great, I want to see him. I want to learn about his early life, learn about his career, about where he was before I saw him in Star Wars movies. I'm thinking, this is exciting. But I was slightly worried. Well, I was really worried. Mainly because of the people behind the production. I don't know. I was thinking, what if? And here was one of my biggest fears. What if they are absolutely huge Jar Jar fans, huge Jar Jar Binks fans, and they think that introducing Gungans to every Star Wars movie will improve the movie?
More did you speak?
That had me worried. Still, I think. And production issues. This is one of the biggest things to me. Ron Howard having to step in, and after the first 2 co-directors were fired over creative differences, which resulted in 40% reshoots. 40% reshoots. That's a lot of reshoots. And then all of the real news and the fake news that was spawned because of this, it had me really, really sceptical before I went into the movie theatre. And one of the third reason, I'll give you a third reason as well. The third reason why I went in such a mixed bag of emotions. The actor playing Han Solo, Alden Ehrenreich? I don't know how to pronounce his name. Comment down below if I pronounced it correctly. If I didn't, just ignore it. I haven't seen any of his previous work, so this made me really apprehensive, and I didn't know what type of actor he was. You know, is he going to be like Hayden Christensen, just talking about sand?
Coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
Is he going to be like Ewan McGregor?
Oh, yes.
Where I believe every single word he says, and I'm just enraptured with everything he does. And am I going to believe he is Han Solo? Because he does not look like Han Solo. In none of the trailers I saw, none of the posters I saw, I was thinking, that's not, in my mind I was like, that's not Han Solo. How's this going to go? But that was why I was nervous. Let's get on with the movie review. So for the first 10 minutes or so of the movie, I was still really nervous, but once in the movie, once Han departed his home planet, I started to really enjoy the movie. I really calmed down and I relaxed into it and started to really enjoy it. This movie is one of the first movies that made me really want to do a spoiler-free review. Spoiler review. I really want to put some spoilers in there, but I'm going to stick to my roots and I'm not going to do a spoiler section. So it jumps straight into the action and it flows really well. The plot itself is relatively simple. There's only a few twists in there, quite nice ones. It's good. The CGI, that was really good as well. I was worried to be too CGI heavy, but it's done a good job. It's a nice mixture. I like that. I was engrossed the whole way through as well, apart from one point towards the end, but that had nothing to do with the movie. That was all to do with my experience in the theatre. There was a guy a couple of seats down to the left of me. I think he fell asleep towards the end. I think he found the movie boring. He was making some really weird noises anyway, almost like predator noises, like. And I was just like, what is this? And I looked down, I couldn't tell if he was asleep and he was snoring, or if he was just making some weird noises. I mean, if he was asleep and he's snoring, that's all really freaky snoring you got, dude. And if he wasn't asleep, then that's just some really freaky noises you're making in the theatre. Just don't do that again, please. But my cinema experience aside, I want to talk about some of the main actors in this movie. Alden Ehrenreich, the dude portrayed Han extremely well. I still don't believe he looks like Han, because in my head I'm only going to see Harrison Ford. But his acting was on point. The dialogue and his mannerisms, they were perfect for Han, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of him. I want to see more of this guy do the same movie, playing as Han. Then I'd like to mention Junos Sautamo. I'm terrible at pronouncing names. I should really stop pronouncing names. Just list them up here or something. So Junos Sautamo, he played Chewbacca. He was the actor who was in the costume. Every action, every movement was perfect. I fully believe this was Chewbacca. It could have been the original actor, as far as I was aware, because every single movement was perfect. And I've seen some interviews with this guy afterwards as well. After I saw the movie, I saw a couple of interviews with him, and he speaks fluent Wookiee. He does a really great impression, not like mine. I cannot do a Wookiee impression. I'd love to try and be able to do one, but I'm terrible at it. And then I want to talk about Woody Harrelson. I mean, look at this cast. This cast is just amazing. Really think about it. So Woody Harrelson as Tobias Beckett. It's Woody Harrelson. Who doesn't love Woody Harrelson? See, I can't think of any other actor who I'd like to see in this role other than Woody Harrelson. He plays the part so well, and I think it's a perfect example of amazing casting. And I'd also like to mention Emilia Clarke as Kira. It's the mother of dragons. Again, who doesn't love the mother of dragons? Now, I've only ever seen her in Game of Thrones. Now, I love her in that. She does an amazing job. This kind of made me a little bit like, oh, this would be interesting to see her in a different role, because I've only ever seen her in this one role. So, is she going to be the type of actress who can only do one role, and that will be her? She'll stick to that role because she can't portray anyone else. But then I saw her as Kira, and I absolutely believed every single moment of it. I think her acting was brilliant, and I didn't see her as the mother of dragons at all. I saw her as his character Kira the whole way through. So, good acting. I mean, everyone who played this movie was some good acting. And I really believe the character she's portraying, so it was a really good job. I was impressed. Oh, Paul Bettany playing the villain Dryden Voss. Played it very well. I would say the acting was good, brilliant, can't go wrong. I played it very well. I would have liked to have seen more of a traditional Star Wars villain, though. Some sort of, not necessarily CGI, but some sort of cosmetic or makeup, some sort of alien creature like they tend to have. Other than just some lines down the face. But that's just my take on it. Other than that, he played the part very well. I did find out afterwards that there was supposed to be a different character playing the part, or a different actor playing the part, and it was supposed to be a different creature, like a cosmetic creature, but due to the reshoots they couldn't get that actor back, and so Paul Bettany stepped in. Ron Howard got to step in at the last minute, and that's why he was cast in this role. it's good. It'll be interesting to see if they do, when they release the DVDs, if they have like a different version where they show you the original character in there, you know, like a behind the scenes sort of thing, or a little extra DVD section. I'd like to see that when it comes out. That'd be interesting. And Donald Glover as Lando. Wow, this really feels like his year. This is so his year. I mean, This Is America by Childish Gambino. Boom, #1, went up there really high. He's Lando. He's playing Lando, and his Lando so well. It's just unbelievable how good he played Lando. And I wasn't expecting to have as much screen time as he did. But if anything, it just left me wanting to see more of him in this role. I'd like to say the casting for this movie was brilliant. All the characters, from the main characters to the voice actors to the cameos, they're absolutely amazing, and I was impressed the whole way through. There's some good casting choices in this. Now, I'm going to get on with my rating for this movie, because I don't want to tell you much about the storyline, I don't want to give any plots away, I just want to tell you my rating and what I thought of the movie. So, my final rating for this movie is going to be... it's going to be 7 out of 10. I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10. To me, this has been a surprise hit of the year, really. I was not expecting this to be as good as it was, especially with all the production issues they had, everything had gone wrong. I really thought this is not going to be a great movie, and as I mentioned before, Alden Ehrenreich not looking like Han, I was thinking this movie's not going to be the greatest. But it's really good, I'm really impressed with it. It's a very, very good action sci-fi movie, and once you settle into it and think about that as just an action movie and don't think of it as a Star Wars movie, it's brilliant, absolutely amazing. I really loved it the whole way through. I did. There's only a few things I marked it slightly down for. The pacing at the beginning of the movie, I felt was a little bit rushed. Just jumped straight into it. It didn't seem to fit with the rest of the movie. I'm not sure if that's something to do with the production values. It seemed like they could have cut the whole beginning bit of it. I felt like from once Han departed that world, they could have started the movie from there. That's when it really seemed to start for me. That whole bit before that could have been like an extra scene in a bonus scene on a bonus DVD. Storyline, I would have liked to have seen more between Han and Chewie. I mean, it's Han and Chewie. I really thought this was going to be like a movie developing the relationship between the two of them and explaining how their relationship started and everything like this. I mean, it did in a way, but I feel like there was something missing. I just feel like there wasn't enough time for them together on screen. It was almost like they just put them together on screen like, badass, Han and Chewie, you guys want that? There they are. There's no character development, so you don't see the relationship develop. Just boom, they're together. It's Han and Chewie, you got it. It's that dynamic duo. There you go. I mean, I love seeing them together on screen, but I just wish there was a bit more to it than what I saw. But this has been my opinion and my review. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts. Comment down below, what did you think of the movie if you saw it? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? What parts of the movie did you like? What didn't you like? And what did you think of the Millennium Falcon with the escape pod on the front of it? What do you think of the shape of it? I'm still really confused by it. I don't know if I like it, if I don't like it. It's interesting seeing it. But what do you guys think? And as always, if you enjoyed this review, hit the like button and why not subscribe down below. Whilst smash that bell icon to be notified each and every time I upload. And I'm Heathen, guys. Thanks very much for watching my review. Until next time, take care.